Hey everybody, Kim here with Little Biz Resources, and today we're going to add analytics to our website on WordPress website. So first, what you want to do is if you haven't signed up for an analytics account with Google, you need to make sure you have a Google account. And when you go to analytics.google.com, that will get you to Google Analytics. Then when you're in here, and it doesn't matter what you see here, just make sure you can go down to admin. And then you'll see this page here, right? And so if you want to, you can create an account, and that might depend on how yours is set up and when you had Google Analytics and stuff, but I have lots of accounts. I'm just going to leave it under Little Biz Resources. Actually, no, let's just create an account. I'm going to call it EP, gotta type in it, right? EP Universe. And for the most part, Google's going to get access to anything anyway, so I really don't care. I'm just going to let them have it. Okay, and then this one is going to be, and if you don't have Google Analytics 4, you'll definitely want to update it. So we're going to do, just name it, and then you just fill in the information. We'll just do business. Actually, you know what, we'll do shopping, because that's what we're going to be setting up. And then I'm going to be doing what here? Whatever, just pick whatever applies, right? So measure customer engagement, maybe. We're going to do increase conversions, analyze my online sales, and that's probably pretty good. So then you have to, of course, agree to their terms. And I've read this like a billion times, so I'm just going to say I accept, and I accept. Okay, so then you want to choose a platform. Now, for the most part, for most of us, this is going to be web. And then we're going to put in the URL. And just name this. And then I would just leave this clicked right there, so it's enhanced measurement. If it's not an option, then just skip that part, because I can't remember if that's for just e-commerce or not. So you can tell, and once you set this up once, you don't have to do it again. So there you go. Then you're going to be automatically added into basically you can see that here's the G code right here, right? So you can come down here to your global site tag, and this is going to be the tag. You can see this is the same right here as up here. And depending on what you're using, so I'm going to show you how to do it both without a plugin and with a plugin, but we're still not going to use this, right? We're going to use this code right here. So I'm going to copy this code, just click that copy button and copy it over. So now we're going to be in WordPress here. And we're going to go, I actually did some plugins, but let's do it without a plugin real quick. Well, I'll walk you through where it is. I'm not going to actually do it. So you go to Appearance, you go to Theme Editor. Now, I don't recommend, if you're not comfortable looking at this code, I don't recommend doing this. I'm going to say I understand so you can see. When you come in here, there's a lot of details. A lot of this probably could be deleted out, but it's all preset in there, right? So what we're looking for is the end of the head tag, and you can tell that they did not make this easy, right? So if you don't know what you're doing, you could easily end up messing up the code. And so I would come over here though and look for, let's see, where is it? It's going to be theme. You got theme header. That's the header.php. And that looks like that's the only head one. So you can come down in here and go to theme header. And then you can see here where it's got the additional code. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be very difficult to do this. So here's the end of it looks like this is the end or the beginning. It's got to be the end of it right there, right? Yeah, because there's body right here. So there's the end of the head and there's the beginning. So beginning, end. So you could just come in here and you could like paste it in there. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to do it through a plugin. I don't like messing with the code because then you never know if you accidentally break it, right? So I'm not going to change anything, but that's where you would go. Just come over to the theme header and then plug it in there. So then let's go into plugins, and the plugin that, let's say, the plugin that I like to use is called Insert Headers and Footers. And there's been a couple of them. The one here is by WP Beginner, and I think it works just fine. So then you could go into settings and go insert headers and footers. And then you've got scripts in header and scripts in body. And that's why I kind of like this. And then of course footer. So I like this because as you work through your marketing and you start finding additional tracking that you want to do, you may need to get easy access, and instead of dealing with the code, you can just easily, this just taps right into it, right? So for the header, the Google Analytics tag goes into the header. So you just paste that in and then say save. And now it's on there. If you have a Facebook, if your Facebook script you can put in there, there's a lot of different header scripts that you can put in. Depends on what you're using, but basically Google Analytics and Facebook tracking are pretty much what goes here. Facebook also requires some, you can put some in the footer and some in the body depending on what you're doing and everything else. But yeah, so that's a really easy way is through this one. But there, if you don't want to do the plugins, then you can just do it through the appearance and then the theme editor. And then you're done. That's it. It's really simple. So if you have questions, I know we kept this one short, but if you have questions, pop them into the comment section. You can hop into the Facebook group, or you can come live on Thursdays and ask questions. And that's it for now. Thanks.